Hello everybody, welcome to the Daily Horoscope for Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology as always. I appreciate you for being here. I hope that you were able to catch the live stream I did. If you couldn't catch it live, I believe it's still up on the page that you can check out. I talk about a lot of things that I'm moving forward with. In terms of my content here, I'm going to be having, majority of my content, my dailies, my weeklies. I'm going to start doing more monthly content, as well as just like more interactive, more inclusive stuff for members on my site. And, I'm going to open up some sort of blog or chat box. Like if anybody has questions about, more personal aspects of their chart, that's going to be an area that, I'm going to tend to and talk with people about, if for being a member on the site and putting my horoscopes there. It'll be inexpensive. I'm thinking like $5 a month, which breaks down on like a 31-day month. It's like 16 cents a day. So I hope that that's not by any means like breaking the bank, and I'm not trying to make a come up. It's just I'm kind of getting like throttled back here on YouTube. I've noticed over the last couple weeks, either the content isn't as good and people don't like it, or YouTube's definitely like throttling, my exposure back. I don't know if they like the things I'm saying. I've definitely said some of the words that, if you say in this day and age on social media, you can, they'll put a flag up on you. So not for sure, but I know even when I did the live stream yesterday that, it seemed like a lot of people didn't get a notification that I even went live. So it's kind of the age we're coming into. I think, the more that we can put stuff on our own platforms, for all of us, the better. And you know what? I was talking with someone else on Twitter, Luminary Wings of Love. If you guys are on Twitter, follow her. She's amazing, great channel, and outstanding tarot reader, and just, outstanding person. We talked about just how we're both getting these downloads to put the content on our sites and have, people come there, because it's just this time where censorship is becoming a bigger thing. And I have some stuff in the chart that kind of throws that into perspective as well as some other stuff. But we're going to have that moon in Libra. We'll pull up the chart here and go into that. I just want to let you guys know that's kind of where the content's heading, is to my website. So I will let you know when that happens officially, when that member area is open, and I hope that you join me there. I truly do. I appreciate you all so much, just for being here, and I love putting the content out for you. So I hope that you'll join me over there as well. Also, before I forget, I am doing a New Year's sale for consultations. If you'd like a look at your chart and go into a reading with me, any reading on my site, whether it's half hour, relationship, or just yourself, I'm doing a 33% discount for this week. The coupon code for that, which I will tag under this in the description for this video, is New Year, all caps. So if you would like, that knocks about $33 off because of an hour reading, because I have an hour-long reading for $100, so it ends up being about $66 for a reading. So I do hope that you take advantage of that if you feel called to. And let's jump into the horoscope now. So we're going to have that moon in Libra today. It's going to make an opposition to Chiron, kind of first thing in the morning. Definitely, I think we're dealing with a lot when it comes to other people with the moon in Libra. Relationships get brought up in this time. It's also going to be working on the square to the sun in the evening. It's not going to get quite there, but very close. It's going to really finish the day off on the West Coast with that square to the sun in Capricorn. But, I think we're starting off dealing with, wounds and how we can like really embody our own strength and not let people push us into places we don't want to be in. That Chiron in Aries, I would say, wants us to, realize our strength, realize our power, and not hold ourselves back from old, wounds, maybe dealing with the identity or dealing with old relationship wounds. This is definitely, that time of the lunar cycle where we need to realize those things if they come up and move forward in a positive direction and be very objective. I do like that there is a bit of a kite in today's chart with Jupiter, Saturn, Juno, white moon, Selena. The moon's going to hit that early and also make the opposition to black moon Lilith with trines, of course. So we get a nice little, it's got some, these aren't like the biggest planets, It is the moon going to trine over to Jupiter and Saturn early in the morning, and that's a beautiful thing too. I think having us look at the right people in our life that are taking us into the future we want to go into, being responsible in our relationships and being responsible for just, how we're going to innovate our own life moving forward. And there's a great gift there. And that gift is to be able to look at things objectively and to not just not let anything outside of yourself, take you out of your own individuality and your own balance within yourself. So that's very nice as well with that trine. And that kite's definitely, pointing towards Black Moon Lilith in Gemini now, which is very much like we got to channel that sort of, bad bitch energy, if you will. It's in opposition to White Moon Selena and Juno there. So it is the ability to find the harmonious relationships in our life and find the balance of like how we can be truly authentically ourselves and express that. Bring out that bad bitch energy, but bring it from a place of light. Bring it from a place of moving into the direction of the story that's going to show us the abundance that we want, that's going to show us, really just the light, and make sure that we're connecting to people that are on that path that's showing you all the beautiful doors that you can open up in your life. And it's in those, it's kind of this aspect, and even to the sun, the square that the moon's going to make here in Libra, we want these relationships and we want the people around us to be supportive and loving and nurturing, and also, let us go into the future that we want and to experience new things in life. And, it can be like relationships, if they're not the right ones, we feel that they're falling away, and that's not like, to anybody's, fault. It just, these things happen, and it's that time in the lunar cycle where it can come up, especially with the sun in Capricorn, with the moon in Libra. Our emotional, balance and harmony often resides in how we express those emotions to other people. And we have to make sure that we are keeping our main goals in focus and what is going to make our soul, reach the top of the mountain here. And it is this very strong sun. This is the last day that we get, the last full day that we get the sun making a positive score in Capricorn because of Mars in Aries and them sharing exaltation. And it is the last day that we have Mars in Aries. So this is really a big day. Like I mentioned yesterday, it's powerful here at 29 degrees, and it's a little edgy, but and intense for sure. Don't get me wrong, but it's that intensity to move forward with our goals, to move forward with the things that we know we have to do for our future. And it's some of that energy that had me wake up yesterday and be like, wow, I've been having that feeling of, I've been getting the intuitive hits that I need to push my content onto my website and do that. And it was like, I don't know, like I came up with every story in the book to be like, no, I'm not ready to do that. I don't have a big enough following. I shouldn't, every story I could think of to try and talk myself out of it. And then eventually it was like, no, like these are the things we have to take action for in our life, or the things that, we want to make happen, the accomplishments, the goals that we want. And that's a big deal. So it is very, there's a lot going on with other people today. I think that we have to, remember our emotional sovereignty and remember our own goals and remember what we're trying to push forward with through our own identity, and, link up with the people that want to go into a beautiful new future and don't want to get stuck in a past that's going to take you into old stories that aren't fun, that aren't showing you, the beauty that you would want to have in your new world. It is a new world. Whoops. Oopsies. Bring that back up. And then we got Venus here at 26 degrees. It's about to come across the galactic center at 27, 28 degrees of Sagittarius. So I think that relationships are at this point where it's like you are standing at this precipice of your values and the beautiful story that we want to jump into, and the harmony that we can have in experiencing the abundance of what we can create for ourselves, and to have that passion. But it gets a little weird, with the South Node there too. It's like we can fall back into karmic patterns when it comes to relationships, or not go into the new story fully and like be on that precipice, as I said. And that's not going to bring you the satisfaction that you're looking for, the value of life that you're looking for. And maybe it will short term, but I think that, as we look more long term into a future that we want to build here with the sun in Capricorn, it is figuring out the values that feel like they're being dropped to you intuitively, that the universe is just showing you what can be, and not forcing yourself into old patterns, especially dealing with relationships, again, with that moon in Libra. So a lot going on, I would say, with other people in our worlds, especially with the Aquarius energy that we have. And Jupiter and Saturn are making a semi-square to Neptune. So, this is kind of what I was going at with censoring. It's like media with Neptune and Pisces is definitely trying to make, things difficult. They're trying to, suppress the people's voices, suppress the objectivity, suppress people that are looking outside the box, and kind of keep them away from that abundance that they can have by speaking the truth, by expressing, all the gifts that they have as intuitives, as, and really like spirituality, and people that are looking at things from a higher, dimension, even, if you will, which is really all of you watching this. And, that's a hard one. And even with Neptune, which has been, it's not at the moment, but it has been in semi-square to Uranus for a long time. Again, that's the media really trying to persuade the people into values that aren't of their own, and trying to hold them back from the acceleration of moving into a new sense of what's really valuable and what is not. And again, Neptune square the nodes. I think we're all getting so much intuitive hits on where we want to go, and what the life path is. And like we can, but our mind's playing games. Like we're not sure. It's like foggy. It's like, okay, I definitely got the intuitive hit. Like I definitely, this feels real, but is it a dream? And it's not a dream. Like, the path to the new story that's exciting and showing you something amazing. It's just there's so much out there in the world, in media, social media, that's trying to take people off their path. Saturn and Jupiter and Aquarius, trying to take people away from their individuality, trying to put spells on people to stay in some conformative story of how life needs to look. And I think that we need to ask those questions for ourselves. Is that really how my life should look because someone else said so? Or do I feel like my life deserves a better story? And that's the Mars at 29 degrees, this powerful position of like going after your own freedom to be authentically yourself, and to express it, and to act on your authenticity, and to not be held back. So lots going on. Again, Jupiter is going to come to 4 degrees and really start pressing on that square to Uranus within 2 degrees. Uranus is going to come back online on the 14th of January, and Mercury is going to come into Aquarius and retrograde on the 30th. So we definitely have a lot of shifts taking place coming up here, and a lot of ingresses between Venus, Mars, and Mercury, all ingressing into new signs on right around the same time. They'll all be 0 degree of each sign together. And Mars and Venus will be in a trine in Earth. So I think that's one really positive benefactor to Mars coming into Taurus, is that, if you know your value and you're able to put that work in to see it and to manage it for yourself, you're on the right track. And you're sort of in a divine harmonious state, if you will. And it's nice to get the Venus-Mars trine later this week. Mercury's coming off Pluto. I think, we just got major hints like yesterday, like of what we want to go and build. And it's like, did we understand the message? Like, our soul was speaking to us and we had to take action. And, that's probably another reason that I pulled the trigger on moving to subscription-based content on my website, is just knowing that I had to be able to speak my truth somewhere without, worrying if people were even going to see the content or not. And, going after my ultimate desires and goals of being, legitimately self-sustained full-time astrologer, which is absolutely my personal goal. It's how I want to help and bring the message out and help people empower themselves. So it is quite the day today. I would say it's very intense. There's a lot going on. But the more that you're in your own, freedom to be yourself and expressing that self and doing the things that are opening up your world and showing you how valuable life really is and showing you that light, but also having that like rebel bad bitch sort of attitude of like, no, that's not bringing me a twin-like energy, with Lilith in Gemini now. It's like that's not vibing. That doesn't feel natural. That doesn't feel connected. It's finding those relationships, it's connecting with those people, and it's doing the things that do stimulate our minds and let us, channel the truth that we're channeling. And it can feel foggy at times, but I think we can all see through the fog. We just have to trust it. And it's something even I had to do for myself, was just like really, really trust that, my dream is more than a dream. Yes, it's a dream, but at the same time, it can also be a reality. Like our dreams are in a powerful place right now. They really can be reality. So make sure that the dreams that you want to accomplish aren't being spelled into something else that isn't your own personal dream. That isn't letting you express your freedom, your individuality, to move into better places, to make this world a better place. And it starts again, like I've been saying, with our individuality within our own person. Card for the day is, oh wow, the Seven of Swords. Futility. Well, I think that with all this energy of other people in our chart today, with the moon in Libra, Jupiter, Saturn in Aquarius, Black Moon Lilith, and the North Node in Gemini, I think that, we're going to know if there's any shady games being played. I think it's easier right now to look at things more objectively, to be smart, to weigh out what feels natural and what feels aligned with you. And I would say if anybody's making you feel like either you're shady for being in your truth or just projecting a shady vibe onto you, like you'll probably know and be able to pick up on that energy very clearly. I know it's hard to see with that light sometimes, but anyways, kind of a cool card. It's very like icy with the blue. So, in a sense, if we're being, if people are hiding things from us and we can feel it and see it and objectify it, like we have to be kind of cold and make sure that, we're not letting anything outside of ourselves, play some weird tricks on us. And we don't want to play tricks on ourselves either. And if, we're hiding anything, it's a good time to release that right now, I would say too, to put the full truth out there, whether, might get censored or not. I think we all have to be able to be in a place where we're not hiding the truth anymore. We all have our own truth, and the more we can express that truth and be in it, the better we're all going to feel, and the weight will be lifted off our mind, off our heart, and we'll definitely see the path cleaner. But I think with so much other people energy in the chart right now, don't let people, trick you into not going after what feels divinely aligned. Definitely be objective and, don't let shady people dictate your world, I would say. I love you all very much. I'm looking forward to starting up the member site. I hope to see a lot of you join me there. I'm going to try my best to deliver a lot of content. Content like this, maybe longer content, monthly stuff, maybe a tarot show. I might do a tarot show for free on YouTube still. I'm still going to put out stuff on YouTube. I might do like live chats once a week or so and communicate with anybody who comes in and answer questions or have some sort of a show planned that with the astrology and with maybe some news or stuff. I don't know. Try and keep it fun, but I definitely still want to be there for anybody who doesn't want to join, who does enjoy the channel. And I'm sending you all my best and all my love. And yeah, I'll definitely see you tomorrow here on YouTube. But looking forward to the future, and I hope you are too, because we have the ability to really make the future what we want. And I hope that you're all empowering that gift that this year is going to bring for yourself as well. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.